from that incredible group somebody as apt and capable and wise and with such incredible perspective as Sharon Purifoy-Smoots to the position of Assistant Chief. That's what we're here to celebrate today. So I will officially be placing her name for nomination with the Fire and Police Commission. The Fire and Police Commission will take my nomination under consideration, and I was going to say something witty like approve or not approve, but I think we can safely say that you have a lot of fans. There are a lot of people who have watched how you conduct yourself and how you work and how you care for all of the city of Milwaukee. So I would call it a shoo-in if I wouldn't get in trouble for saying that. Well done. You deserve every bit of that confidence. You certainly have my confidence. The role that Sharon is going to be placed into is the Assistant Chief of what we call our Support Bureau. Our Support Bureau deals with, think of anything about a fire department that seems like it wouldn't be fun. That's the Support Bureau. It's a horribly difficult job. It's an extremely complex job. It's a job that requires academic prowess, but it requires relationship building. It demands the ability to work across borders and boundaries and to build and grow and inspire. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a kind of a unicorn position. If you get the impression that I just called you a unicorn, I just called you a unicorn. This is fantastic. It is noteworthy, and it is something to be celebrated here today that she will be our highest ranking African-American female in the history of the Milwaukee Fire Department. And we celebrate that. I celebrate what that represents for our own efforts at trying to recruit more African-American women and any person of color who might consider the Milwaukee Fire Department as a career. If we don't have it represented, it is arguably very difficult for people to look and go, oh, maybe I could go do that job. Sharon has been on the front lines in our recruiting, getting our recruiting section squared away as the director of our recruiting section, running our cadet program at the academy, and just being Sharon out on the line. A solid firefighter, a solid fire boss. We are so unbelievably happy to be able to celebrate this here today. You certainly didn't come here to talk about me. I had to gush a little bit. I'm so pleased to have you on board as part of the team at this executive level here. I am so proud and honored also to be able to turn the microphone over to our new mayor, Mayor Johnson.
Well, thank you so much, Chief Lipsky. It is really a pleasure and an honor to be here. And much like you mentioned, it's a great way to end the work week for those of us who are ending our work weeks on Friday. I come here to congratulate Assistant Chief, Deputy Chief Sharon Purifoy-Smoots. Congratulations. You're making history yourself. And as the Chief just mentioned, you're opening doors and opening eyes to so many people, so many kids who live in neighborhoods like this about the possibilities because they can see their own reflection in you. So thank you for stepping up, for serving our city, and for taking on this next responsibility. This promotion, I think, reflects her background, her hard work, as well as her accomplishments. The fire department performs extremely important functions in the city of Milwaukee. And our expectations of the fire department and the personnel, many of whom are here, and I thank you for your service, our expectations are high. So we also ask the department to continue to improve. Even though expectations are high, we always ask them to continue to improve. Chief Lipsky and I have discussed this frequently. As the fiscal challenges mount for our city and for city government, we have to collaborate and innovate to get the work done. Chief Lipsky has been a solid partner in that work, and Chief, I thank you for that. Chief Purifoy-Smoots, I'm very pleased you are part of developing that innovation within the city, within our fire department going forward. So thank you again for stepping up and taking on that responsibility. So I extend my deepest and best wishes to you, as well as to all your colleagues in the fire service in our great city. And with that, I would like to turn the microphone over to my colleagues, Alderman Mark Borkowski, who is a champion for public safety, as well as Alderwoman Jocasta Zamaripa, who too is a champion for public safety here in the city, not just in policing, but also in fire. So, Alders, please take the mic.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Johnson. Good afternoon. I'm so honored to be here today. When Chief Lipsky reached out to my office to let me know we're making history, I had to make sure I could be here in person to witness it myself. Congratulations, Felicidades, Assistant Fire Chief Sharon Purifoy-Smoots. I knew I was going to mix up the order there. I want to give you just a little bit of advice, even though I know you need so little from me. But I too am a history maker. I'm the first Latina elected to the Milwaukee Common Council. And I want to let you know how important it is to share that with our people, our community, our city. I had a male colleague one time lament to me, and it wasn't Mark, but lament to me, why do you always got to say you're the first Latina? I don't say that I am the first Latina elected to this governmental body for me. I say it for our people, for our community, for the women and girls and boys who are watching you, because you inspire them. They see themselves in you, and so they will reach for those high achievements. You are the highest ranking African-American woman in the Milwaukee Fire Department, and I am so very proud of you. I'm here to wish you well. I know you're going to do great. And again, felicidades.
Thank you and good afternoon. Let me also state that my wonderful colleague here is the new chairwoman of the Public Safety and Health Committee starting May 10th. So many of our leaders here, when you come to committee meetings, you'll be seeing her leading the charge. What a great day. This is so historic, such a beautiful building, such an appropriate building to be here to make history. I don't want to put a damper on things, but I think the incident this morning once again showed how important the Milwaukee Fire Department is. And unfortunately, we lost a citizen to a smoke and fire situation. And it's tragic. It's always tragic. And I know that each and every fire men and women, take it personally. Take it personally. And so I just wanted us to keep her in our thoughts. And finally, I wanted to say thank you to the men and women of the Milwaukee Fire Department for the great job that you do and continue to do. You don't get enough acknowledgments, and that's not fair. Finally, Chief Purifoy-Smoots, congratulations on a wonderful recognition, very, very well deserved. I think what I want to emphasize is your important role as a mentor, how you've taken so many people, in essence, under your wing, and showed each and every one the ropes. And you know, we never thank our teachers enough, and we are so honored to have you ascend to this rank. We know you're going to do a great job. I've enjoyed working with you, and look forward to our partnership amongst the council, the mayor, and our fine citizens of the city of Milwaukee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alderwoman and Alderman. Very much appreciated. A couple of wrap-up comments here, and then we're going to get to the guest of honor. I just want to acknowledge a few other people that have been so important in this. First off, We do have Local 215 President Eric Dawn, and we've got Local 215 Vice President Brian Merkel. Just today, we signed some groundbreaking MOU material between the city and Local 215 that is going to be a vast improvement for firefighters. They are supportive of our DEI efforts, and I'm very happy that you came here today to help us celebrate Assistant Chief Smoots Purifoy-Smoots, or help me out here. Of equal importance, we have the president of the Milwaukee Black Firefighters, the Brotherhood of Firefighters. We've got Tony Jones Jr. Tony and I came on the fire department together over 25 years ago. He's got a little bit longer than me because he was a cadet. I cannot thank the Brotherhood enough for helping this fire department figure itself out through some extremely difficult times. Your support and your partnership in this is extremely valued, and I appreciate you being here. We've got a whole collection of our command staff and our line personnel here. They came here to celebrate this. They get how important this is. And she might not think that she might think I missed her, but I do see Fire and Police Commissioner Dana World Patterson has snuck into the room in the back corner to help us celebrate this. This is very important stuff. Think about where we're standing here. Claiborne Benson has opened his doors. The Wisconsin Black Historical Society. And we are making not just black history, we are making history. And I think I could make some sort of clever quip about her story. But that's exactly what this is. This is real life history happening in front of us. I'd like to proudly introduce your new Assistant Chief for the Milwaukee Fire Department, Sharon Purifoy-Smoots.
Thank you. As I look around the room, I'm starting to think that I probably should have prepared a speech for today, but I didn't. So I guess I just got to speak from the heart. And I want to say thank you first to God, because if you would have known me 20-some years ago, firefighting was never in my future. But I have done really well in the career, moved up the ladder, and it wasn't by me doing this by myself. So I have to give thanks to him, to my family, to all of my family who are behind the cameras there, the fire department. I want to thank you guys, those that I know, those that I don't know. Everybody has played a part in me getting where I am, and I'm very appreciative of that. Being the first is a good thing, but if it wasn't for me, it would be somebody else who would have been first. I am glad that I am first, but I know my first is not going to mean much to me unless I am directly responsible in getting the second and the third and the fourth here. And I know I can only do that with the help of my peers. I'm not a long talker, I'm not a big talker, so I'm gonna say I mirror everything Chief Lipsky said about me. It's all true. I want to do well in this role. I look forward to it. The Assistant Chief of Support is just that. I support my chief, I support the members, I support the citizens of Milwaukee. So I thank you, Chief, for having what is it that you have in me? The belief that I can do a good job in this role, and I will do a good job. I'm representing all of the little brown girls that look like me, all of the Asian, white, whatever it is. We're all in this together, and I'm doing it for all of us. So again, I say thank you. I have an open door policy. I always want to say that I believe in the 3 F's. I'm friendly first, I'm fun, but I'm gonna be firm too. So stay out of my office. Thanks, everybody. I guess I'll go back up here then, just in case. I had actually graduated from college, and the city of Milwaukee was offering their test, which comes around every, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, sometimes longer. So I just took the test, not knowing what firefighters did. I had no idea. I just thought they fought fires. Didn't get a call from the fire department for 13 years. Would not have gotten a call from the fire department had it not been for the Milwaukee Brotherhood of Firefighters, who filed an EEOC complaint back in 95, probably in 1995, and gave a lot of us a chance that had taken the test back in 92 and 96, another opportunity to become firefighters. So that's how it came about. But I'm really glad that I did it, because you don't know what you're missing until you do something. I found out that I had the passion to work with people, helping people, trying to make somebody's life better on a day that was not going well for them. So that's how I ended up in the fire department.
And how rewarding has it been for you, and also a role model to young girls and employees?
It has been very rewarding being here, because I consider myself a servant leader to begin with. So being able to help people, to lead by example, just came easy for me. So because it was easy, I was able to take it to the next step and just start helping other people. So it's been very rewarding, especially when young girls, even young guys, come up and talk to me and say how excited they are to see me out there. So that's the biggest reward, being thanked for something that I never would have thought I would have been doing.
So how have the numbers of African American women in uniform grown over the years since you first began until today?
When I came on, I made number 50. But during those years, we lost a lot of females through retirement. I think our numbers got down to the 20s at one time. But because of our wonderful recruitment efforts and our cadet program, we were able to get more women on the job. And I think we're at about, back up to 50 now. So numbers are increasing, steadily increasing, because of our cadet program and the hard, job that our recruitment section does.
Anything that you would really like to accomplish as assistant chief, or anything you're looking forward to?
A couple of things. I would like, for the term that I serve, that nobody has to come to my office for discipline. I would like that first and foremost. But I would like to form relationships with our local, with all of the members, so we work together. So whenever there is an issue, we work for the good of the team and come up with the best outcome. And also to let people see me here and know that they can do this as well. As long as the city needs me.
How many years have you been with the Milwaukee Fire Department?
Active years, 19. 19 years.
All right, thank you, Chief.